Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Historic Challenges here on MotoGP 20. And today, as we always do, first we're going to check the historic market, and I don't think we're going to like what's on there very much, considering we've got one uncommon and a lot of ultra rares. I can't remember the number off the top of my head. So then, yes, here we are then. So we've got two Valentino Rossi ultra rares, which we can't afford both of. I'm kind of leaning towards going for the 2001 one, basically just because it's cheaper. Obviously, I'm going to get the Ducati team, get that out of the way. So that's 2,000 gone. So we've got 18,900 diamonds left. If I buy the 2001 Rossi, obviously that will leave me with about 6,100 diamonds left, which when added to the 15,000 that hopefully I'll get from winning the challenge, might be enough to get another rider that we wouldn't have the funds to get if we went for this Rossi. Although I think they're all under 15,000, so I suppose it doesn't particularly matter which one we'll go for. But I'll go for the 2001 version of him then. So that's 6,100 to go. And that's all the teams done. So all of the teams are now complete. So we've got 36 out of 36. 4 more riders to go. They're all ultra rares. I believe it is Rossi 2009, obviously, as we've just seen. Stoner 2007. Mick Doohan, and I'm not actually sure. We went through the whole list in the previous episode, but that was actually quite a few days ago. I recorded that one quite a bit in advance before it went out, so I actually can't remember. But today we are at Mugello. So then currently I've got Kato selected, but I think I just took a screenshot for a mod. I think that's why I have him selected. So I think we played as Max Biaggi last time, didn't we? We have played as... I don't think we've played as Ukawa, but we've played as Rossi before. We've obviously played as Max before. We played as Kato before. I think I did Barros last time we did Mugello, actually, which was in the rain. I'm kind of inclined to go towards Hayden, actually. The only problem is, obviously, it's Mugello. So if there's any 1000s in the race, it's basically a free win. That is obviously a bit of an issue, but I think we can go with it. Obviously, if we're on a 990, it's not the end of the world. We're only 10 cc down. Obviously, there's a little bit more to it than that. We haven't got... Actually, I think we have more electronics, but there is obviously more than just a 10 cc because the engines are also better around 6-7 years later. Well, it is 6 years, isn't it, after this Repsol Honda. So we'll go as Nicky Hayden from 2006 then for this one. It's an 8-lap race here, so not too bad. So let's get this started. So then, what I've decided to do is I've gone for a medium rear tyre, but I've filled up the tank to 12 laps of fuel. I want to be able to maximise any power mode 2 we're allowed to use, because if there is any 1000s in the race, they will absolutely destroy us if I don't. So as you can see, we've got the Marlboro Yamaha there. Just the Suzuki MotoGP team here. There was no, I don't think there was any tobacco livery on it at that point. Obviously there was the Rizzler a little later, but I don't believe they had any at this point. So we're starting in 6th place then, as we always do in these challenges. It is nice that they put us around the middle of the grid. It's a little bit above the midpoint. So we'll get this race started then, and hopefully we can try and bring on the 15,000 diamonds, because wow, we need it. So Nakano on a pole position then. Biaggi alongside Ukawa also on the front row there. So we've got the clutch in. We're going up to power mode 2. Wait for the lights to go here in Mugello. Lights down, away we go. Wow, we've had a fantastic start. Look at this. We're looking to go past Ukawa, but Ukawa moves over on us a little bit there, so not the gap to go past Ukawa. So we're going to have to stay in 4th place as we go towards the first corner. So we hit the brakes then. Here comes Nakano on the inside. There's been a crash behind. Caparossi on the 2003 Ducati, I think that is, has gone down. So we're down into 5th place once again, because Gibernau's just gone round us. Bayless trying to go around us. Barros at the inside, so we're going way too slow here. I need to get used to riding the 4-strokes again. Or the historic 4-strokes. Obviously they're very, very different to the modern day counterpart, which I've been riding a lot more because of career mode, of course. Flicking up the inside of Barros, then past Barros we go. We're going to get past Gibernau's and run towards Casanova and Cervelli. Oh, we've cut him up a bit there. That's actually messed our line through Casanova up. That's allowed Barros to get back up the inside. Are we going to be able to hold it round the inside of Barros? No, we're not. So back down to 6th place. So it's not been the cleanest start for myself. And I don't know what I'm doing to Arabiata 1. That's going to allow someone to come up the inside for sure. The rear is sliding. We've actually managed to keep it. But I think Lorenzo on the 1000. The 2012 Lorenzo is looking for the move. This is what I wanted to get to the front for, because the 2012 guys are coming. And he's gone! Oh! He's gone! He's gone! He's not coming anymore! He's absolutely gone! Rossi 2007! Oh, massive collision there with Troy Bayliss. And Kenny Roberts Jr. almost getting caught up in that as well. Luckily Rossi or Bayliss didn't go down, but Lorenzo has just gone down, so that's definitely made it a bit easier for us, but we're still sat in 6th place, so we're by no means high and dry here. Through Biondetti then. The AI do not take Biondetti properly at all. They lose so much time. Look how much we're closing up to Barros. And if I remember correctly, they're not great at exiting Buccini either. So if we go through Buccini on the power at this point, right on the inside, actually it doesn't seem like they're too bad. We're back up into power mode 2 then. We've got 6 laps of fuel left. So actually, I've basically used up all the extra fuel on this lap already by running power mode 2. So there we go then. So it wasn't really worth it. 56.004, sorry, from a standing start. Not great, really. I mean, we lost a lot of play. Well, actually, we're still 6th. We started 6th, and we still are 6th. But obviously, we got past a couple of riders and lost a few positions. Nakano looks like he's got a bit of a train. Obviously, the 2 guys at the front getting away. I believe that's Biaggi and Ukawa. So they are all getting stuck behind Nakano now because we've closed up to Barros and Gibernau. Well, that was a terrible line. Luckily, we didn't get a penalty because I think you can get a penalty for that. The front tyre is very overheated, actually. Usually, it's the rear you've got to watch out for here at Mugello, but the front is very, very overheated. So we're going to look for a way around Barros if we can. Through the Biondetti then. He takes it very tight. I'm trying to run the power through. Sliding it through. Here we go. We got the run on Alex Barros as we go towards Buccini. Looking around the outside of him. So we've not got past him yet, but he's looking behind him. It's a bit of a weird place to look behind him. Oh, I had to lift off the throttle there because I was going to hit into him. So the Honda Pons rider, or the West Honda Pons rider, still in front of us. We got the slipstream side by side with him. There we go. So Biaggi 47.4. We've just done a 47.4 as well, but a slightly faster one. So we are, in fact, Ukawa went even quicker. So Ukawa and Biaggi running a very similar pace to me then. So I definitely need to try and get my way back through. Barros up the inside. He's actually got me back. No, I need to start making some progress. Here we go, out of Borgo San Lorenzo, getting the power down. No, we just don't quite have it. It's weird how I can't outdrive the Honda from 2002 at the inside through Casanova. Oh, a little bit of touch in there. And that's put him offline, it's put me offline. We've lost a bit of time to Gibernau in front. Barros is still on the wrong racing line by the looks of it. I've really disturbed his flow through that section. As we go through Arrabbiata 1 then, we're closing all the way up to him. Obviously, you can't really make a move into the Arrabbiatas unless the guy in front makes a mistake. So we're going to have to sit behind again. So this time as we're coming up towards the line then, we must have lost so much time to the other guys. 48.1 on this lap. We're running power mode 2, but we're just maxing out too early on the straight to do anything. The front tyre is so overheated. I'm going to go around the outside of Barros into San Donato. Try and get it stopped. Just power it through the corner. There we go. We finally got past Barros this time, even though we were slightly further behind. Managed to pull off a bit of a miracle there and get past him. So we need to try and get past Gibernau, get past Nakano, and then I need to see if I can bridge the gap to the guys in front, but we're almost halfway through the race. So it's going to be very difficult. I'm going to have to pull away at a faster rate than they, catch them at the faster rate than they pulled away from us. Around the outside of Gibernau, a bit off track there. Oh no! Oh no, it was not the best move. But we're side by side with him and trying to go around the outside through the Arrabbiata. Still not going to be able to get on the power in the middle of the Arrabbiata up the inside as we go towards the second one. So I've contradicted myself on the previous time when I said you can't make a move there. You can line it up through the first half to get someone in the second half, it seems. I think Gibernau's going to come back into Scaparia. No, we've kept the position for now. We probably gave him a bit of damage as well, and I picked up some myself. A bit of a hairy place to have contact with someone, sorry. So we've got to try and catch up to Shinya Nakano now. He's in power mode 2 once again as we come up towards the line then. In the slipstream of Shinya Nakano. Again, we just maxed out so early on this bike. Can we have a look into San Donato around the outside like we did on Barros? No, not close enough. But the guys ahead don't seem too far in front. We're on the inside of San Donato, on the exit, side by side with Shinya Nakano. Are we going to pull it off around the outside? No, not quite. But he's ran a little bit wide. We're trying to flip the bike over once again on the power through Poggio Secco. Sliding the rear end. Are we going to be able to get the drive? No, the bike's wheeling just a bit too much. Oh, we're looking at the inside. We're not going to be able to make that, no. But I think that might have actually put him off the line a little bit. Through Borgo San Lorenzo then. Can we have a look down towards Casanova? Yes, past Nakano now on lap 5. So what is the gap ahead to Toru Ukawa? 2.1 seconds then to Toru. Can we take that out of him? I don't know if we can. So 47.5 then. We're 1.8 seconds behind Ukawa now. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch him. 1.5. So it's about to start the penultimate lap then. What's his lap time going to be? 46.4. Way quicker than anything we've done before. 7 tenths behind Ukawa. We might be able to do this. So we're 3 tenths behind. We're basically on them now through Matarasi, through Borgo San Lorenzo. We're catching right up to the back of Toru Ukawa. After the Biondetti then closing up towards Ukawa into Buccini. That front tyre is so warm. On the brakes it goes up to red every single time. Up to power mode 2 then out the last corner. Getting the slipstream of Toru Ukawa. Can we blast past him before the line? Here we go to the left-hand side of Ukawa. We go fly past him, 46.6 on that lap. But again, we max out too early, and it's not good enough. but we're up into second position now, right behind Max Biaggi. We're closing up to him through San Donato there. Okara almost hit us up the back, trying to slide that rear tyre through on the exit of San Donato there. Biaggi still got a bit of a gap over us. Flicking the bike left to right through Poggio Secco. Hitting the brakes now then for Materassi. Flicking the bike over for Borgo San Lorenzo, flying through, sliding that rear end. There we go, we've got the run on Biaggi, but we're not close enough to go for it to Casanova or Cervelli. Going into Casanova, sliding the rear end on the curb through Cervelli. Had to slow it down right in the mid corner there because we have more speed than Max Biaggi. Into Buccini, we're not going to get that stopped. But if I power it out, maybe, just maybe, we could get the better drive and then get the slipstream. Obviously, he's on a Yamaha, of course. But I think Max Biaggi's just going to hold on to this one. We're not going to quite be able to beat Max here in Mugello. Oh, just missing out. We lost way too much time at the beginning behind Barros. So that's 2 videos in a row. We lose out on a final lap scrap. I just couldn't get close enough to Biaggi. The AI were way too fast in the third sector. So I gained on them on the fourth so I could catch up and then line up and move for the first sector because that's where I was also faster. But because we are obviously got in the last lap, if I was a little bit closer, I could have maybe had an attack on Biaggi through San Donato, and that would have been it, because AR was struggling to get back in front, but oh, just not enough at the end, just not enough. Obviously, there was no tyre as well. The front was gone the whole race, to be honest. The rear wasn't too bad because I put a medium on, but oh, just missing out. We had the fastest lap by a long way. I mean, obviously, Gibernau actually has a faster one than me, but same with Barros, but I think they are like those glitch simulated ones, as no one beat it before the last lap, and obviously they do get glitch simulated times in the last lap sometimes. So we actually did that in one attempt. I mean, obviously we only got second place, but it's quite rare that I do these in one attempt. I didn't do anything stupid. Melandri was out, Lorenzo was out, so I thought Lorenzo was going to be the one to watch out for. I was watching out for the 1000s, but I should have been watching out for the very, very oldest 990s. Obviously there was a 2002 1-2. They pulled so far away. I did a good job to catch him, I think, but it just wasn't enough. So we'll have a look at what happened to Melandri then, because I didn't even know when he went down. I think maybe it was at the first corner of Caparossi, and then we'll have a look at Lorenzo, but he just sort of dived underneath. Well, he was closing up on me and just lost the front, hit into me. So on board with Melandri then towards the first corner. He's on the outside, and oh, Barros tagged Caparossi, which then just unfortunately collected poor Melandri. So if we look on board with Caparossi then towards the first corner, Barros just goes in a bit hot, just clips his front end, and that just washes out Melandri as well. And you can see Melandri's bike really took a tumble. We'll watch it in slow-mo then. As you can see, Barros, I think, sitting up sort of to avoid me and Nakano. He just goes into Caparossi, makes him lose the front, and that just has a counter effect where he just skittles out Melandri. Pretty unlucky there for poor old Marco, and for Loris, and really for Barros, because it was just one of those things. It wasn't actually particularly Barros' fault either. So on board with Lorenzo then, up the inside, and he just washed the front out, trying to close up on me on the brakes. It was just a really weird mistake there. We'll slow it down anyway, but you can see he was looking for the inside, and I think, to be honest, he realised he was going to go into me, so he put the brake on more, because I believe the AI this year are coded to prefer to crash themselves than to cause a collision. And yeah, that was his crash. So then, unfortunately, we didn't manage to win, which is when we really needed to. So we get awarded our 12,000 diamonds, which takes us up to 18,100, and let's see all the ultra rares on the market. So Rossi's back on the market again. Oh, it's Kevin Schwantz was the other one I think I was forgetting earlier on. So got Rossi the most expensive, but we can only buy one. And to be honest, I don't think it really matters what order we have to buy them in. Obviously, I like the fact that I'll have more left over if I buy Kevin, but they're always going to just come up now because Ultra Rares is all we've got left. So if we buy Kevin Schwantz for 12,300, that takes us down to 5,800. So really, really not many. So there might be a few more episodes of this yet. A few more than I expect anyway. Purely just based on the fact that I won't be able to afford 3 items per episode like I assumed I would be able to. So we're definitely going to pad out the series a little bit more. So we've got 3 things left. We've got 3 riders to go. We've got Rossi from 2009. We've got Mick Doohan from one of the 90s years. I don't know which one exactly. And we've got Stoner from 2007. So most likely only 2 episodes left because we should be able to afford at least 1 item per episode. So actually 3 episodes left, that'll be then, if I could actually count. So apologies if it's a bit of a shorter video, but usually I like to put in the failed attempts at the beginning to just make it a bit more interesting. Obviously it also makes the video a bit longer for you guys, but I did it on the first try, so I didn't mess up anything really. I kind of got used to the bike quite quickly, although not quick enough I suppose because I couldn't quite catch up. But like I said, I hope you did enjoy this video, hope you enjoy the rest of your day, hope you're all staying safe, and I shall see you in the next video.